Look at that, it's doing its thing. Um, so hello, Noor. Can you tell us a bit about who you are and where you're from, if that's okay, just to start us off?
Yes, of course. Hi, Henry. I'm so much happy that I'm here with you and talking to you today. I'm so much happy. My name is Noor Afza Sahibi. I'm originally from Afghanistan and at currently living in Toronto. And Actually, I was a nurse back home. I was studying nursing and I finished school in 2021. And after that, I came to Canada and here, and I'm studying health services at George Brown College. And I have a lot of experience in the healthcare services and much more in the political issues which were happening in Afghanistan and also here in Canada. I'm so much involved in this politics and also health, which is a bit like far away from each other, but is my interests. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's all really exciting. And so you said you finished in 2021. Um,
Exactly.
can you explain about that and how your studying in Afghanistan finished in 2021?
Actually, it's a long journey. It's a long story. We cannot just finish it in 1 hour, 2 hours, or more than that. It's like a long
Okay.
story. We have to tell it, and we have to write books inside it. Um, when I was back home in Afghanistan, I was just 3 years old and 4 years old. I started school. It was in another province by the name of Kunduz. I was living there and I was studying there, but mm, because of some political issues, I couldn't continue my education there in Kunduz. And then we came to center of Afghanistan, which is the Kabul, and I was there for about long time, maybe 10 years or more than that. And I was studying my high school in Kabul, and also actually finished my school in 2021, which was the last day of my exams when Taliban took over the country and they came to our country. So that day that I was doing my exam paper, it was, I can actually remember it. It was the physics exam. I was doing my paper, I was solving the questions. I was so much busy. I didn't know about anything. But suddenly one of my friends, she came to me and then she said that she was yelling actually. She was like so much afraid, and she was like so much in a bad situation. I cannot tell it like by words. She came to me and then she said that we are done. Now everything is done and we are going to die. And it was the worst moment that I had experienced in my life. So that day, Taliban came to Afghanistan and then they took over the country. And after that, I couldn't even go to school again. So I can say it was the last moment that I was there in school. It was the last day of my school. And I was actually in 12th grade in 15th of August 2021 when Taliban took over the country and I couldn't go to school anymore. But I applied for many scholarships, for many courses that I wanted to go there. And also I applied for many online positions and I was working at home. Yeah, so basically that was the short story in a very, very short story that I just tell you. And yeah, so the story of 2021 was this one.
I really hope you do write a book because I think there's so much important stuff to be said from your experience. If you don't mind, that day in August when the Taliban took over, of course, your friend came and told you that you were done, and there was so much fear. Would you mind sharing about how you felt? What were your thoughts and feelings that day when it all flipped on its head?
Actually, it was the worst moment that I had ever experienced in my life. So, imagine that you have a lot of uh, goals, you have a lot of things in your mind, you have a lot of things to do, but suddenly like some people came to you and then they say that you cannot go to school. Your school is from now is banned. You cannot go to school. You cannot go outside of your home. You cannot achieve your goals anymore, and there will be no goal be, just for you, because you're a girl. There will be no goal for you. And of course, I'll feel so much disappointed in that moment when my friend came to me. We were at a big class, and there was only girls. So in Afghanistan, it's somehow like this, that the school of girls and boys is separate, and we cannot study together, and we were in different classrooms. When my friends came to me, I was just so much busy with solving my problems, my questions that was in paper. And then she said that after this there will be no school, and she was just crying, and my professor came to us, and then she said that uh, I know the bad day is gonna come, but you don't have to be that much weak. Of course, we are girls, we are women. We might feel like a little bit so much emotional sometimes, but we are more stronger than men. We are more stronger than whoever you know in this world, because we face such a bad moment and such a bad situation when your goals are burning in front of your eyes, which is which no one can imagine it. If you have been in that moment before, you can feel how it feels like. But if you didn't experience before, it will be such a bad moment and such a bad situation that you might feel in your life. So basically, everyone was crying. Everyone was crying. We didn't expect this one. We didn't expect that one day we cannot go to school, one day we cannot go to park, one day we cannot see each other anymore. We didn't expect this one. And that day came, and everything was done, and we were just stuck in a bad moment. We were just in home. We couldn't go outside. We couldn't go to parks. We couldn't go to whatever people humans can do. We couldn't do that. Like, for example, you and your friends are in, like, you are the best friends, and you want to go with your friends somewhere that you want, for example, basically a restaurant. But we couldn't do that. We couldn't even meet each other. So that was of course, the bad and such a bad moment that I had experienced in my life. Yeah.
That is, and the word that was ringing around my head there that you also said is how unimaginable that is. Um, I can't imagine it, and yet that happened to millions of women in Afghanistan. Can you talk us through the limitations put on women in Afghanistan when the Taliban took over?
Of course, for sure. So I just don't want to make it a lot. I just want to say the reality, tell it the reality, whatever it is right now, because I was there and I know what exactly it was and what was going on and what is going on. Because my family is in back home, and we all know that women are suffering from not going to school. So
Mm.
the limits and these things that they are facing right now, it's basically they cannot go outside of their home. They can go, but there should be a man with them, like maybe their father, their husband, or their brother. It doesn't matter whoever they are, but there should be a man with them, because they cannot go outside of their home alone, because they'll say that women are not allowed. There's something that they make this rule. There is nothing based on religions or whatever. They are just making it by themselves, and they're going outside. They're like just making some new rules that we don't want those rules, because as human we need it. We need to go outside. We need to go to go for shopping. We need to just buy something for ourselves, whatever we need. So it's the basic human needs that we have to do it, but they took those things from us, and they're not allowing us to do so. And also we actually don't care about these things anymore, because the most important thing that girls and women in Afghanistan they are facing right now, it's the right to education, because they don't have the right to go to school. That is the main point, that we are focusing on it more than going to parks or whatever. We don't care about those things. We don't go to parks anymore. We don't want to see our friends anymore. We don't want to do anything which is related to excitement or whatever. We just want to go to school. We just want to go to university. We just want to go courses. We just want to learn. We just want to be knowledgeable. We just want to be educators, not those people that they don't know anything in their lives. So our needs is so much basic. We just need those basic human things that we all human needed, and we all human have to have it. So the other restriction is, for example, if someone wants to go outside of your home for just a small shopping or whatever, like just going outside, they have to have a black suit or a black cloth, nothing, no color anymore, just the black or the big thing, or they are
You're
so
not
much.
allowed anything but black.
Yeah, actually they can, because the things that I had experienced, it was I was going to shopping with my mom, and that day I was wearing a white shoes, and then someone came to me, and then from the Taliban it was, and then they came to me, and then he said that, why you're wearing white shoes? I was just staring at him, and I was like, what do you mean, like why I want to wear this one? Because I want it, so it's like white shoes. It doesn't have anything else. So he said to me that it is not good for a woman to wear white shoes because it's a bit attractive and you don't have to attract men's attention on you. It's like somehow stupid things, but they say it like that. Yeah, so they're focusing on the our outfits, that what we are wearing, so we don't have to wear whatever other people can wear it in the abroad. For example, in other countries we cannot wear those things, never ever. If you want to go outside, you have to put a mask in your face, so nobody can see your face unless your eyes. And some people, they also cover their eyes too, because they don't want a man or whatever to see their eyes. So basically some people, they just put a scarf on their eyes. So I don't know how they're looking at like the world, but yeah, so they are focusing on these things, even in our outfits and our um, whatever we wear, they are focusing on that too.